What's going on? Everybody out there, what's going on? I don't know how long I'm gonna be on here. I don't even know if I'll be on here 10 minutes. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how many people come through here. I just never know. What's up, Marcos? What's going on, everybody else who is out there watching the show, checking out the content? Appreciate y'all coming through. Definitely, definitely appreciate y'all coming through. They making lemonade out of Don, the belle of the ball. That's not Don. That's Donna. Donna Lemon. Donna Lemon. Democrats was playing chess. They were hoping a group of white MAGA would go protest inside of a black church and a race war would break out. Yep, they sure was. They still banking on that. They still banking on that. Don't think it ain't gonna happen. Cause they still banking on that. They cannot wait for a black person to go out there and be a martyr for this shit. That's what they want. Yeah, it's not you right. It's not the issue of being a conservative. They just don't like that I support Trump. That's it. That's it. Well, you say it won't stick. It probably won't. It probably won't. Like I said earlier, Don ain't gonna be. He's not gonna get no 15, 20 year sentence. None of that's gonna happen. So for everybody to come out and act like, oh my God, this is wrong that Don got arrested. Like they finna lock him up and throw away the key. Didn't I tell y'all he was gonna get out? First thing he gonna do is have a press conference. And I'm trying to see. Let me go to his page. I know he gonna do it live and probably sit on there for a couple of hours. Oh, he already put the video up. Don Lemon speaks out. Where is the live? Let's see what he did live. Oh, it was streamed 1 hour ago. Let me see. Oh, I guess we can watch it. This is we courtesy of Don Lemon. This is courtesy of Don Lemon. Donna. I take that back. Donna Lemon. I'm sorry. Damn. North Carolina? Shout out to North Carolina, man. Shout out to Michael. I'm doing good. You a Marine? That's what's up, man. I hate to say what is it? What is it? What did they say? Well, I don't know why I can't think of it right now. Appreciate your service. Cause I heard that y'all get tired of hearing that shit. I heard they get tired of hearing. And I don't blame you. Cause some of it probably is fake from a lot of people. They just be saying that shit. I appreciate your service, but they really hate y'all because they hate the country. Say, do your thing. Appreciate it. Yep. They complained about the plantation, and yet they sit on the Democratic plantation. Said he gonna have us voting for them for what, 200 years? He said, was it 100 or 200? Don't say that. Do you think a civil court is not a court? No, it's a court. I just don't think it ain't no penalties involved as far as like jail time in the civil court. That's more, uh, to me, it's more of a he say, she say bullshit, and whoever the jury believes, that's who they believe. That's what that civil shit feel like. Yeah, he just gonna pay a fine, and if he does any time, it's gonna be some either probation or what is it like uh what they call it, home confinement or some bullshit. It's gonna be some bullshit. It's gonna be some bullshit. CM says, God bless you, Roddy. Appreciate it. CM 3902. Will Trump pardon him? You know Trump. Trump ain't gonna get no pardon. He ain't giving him no pardon. He ain't giving him no pardon. I'm gonna play the video, y'all. I'm just reading some of y'all comments. Do I think the statute of limitation is a good thing when it comes to grape? No, 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 I don't. But still, it's, you know, that whole grape thing and how people come out real late when they get older and try to say that it's great. Like that bothers me though. That does bother me. Because you wait to somebody like 60 and 70, like, yeah, 30 years ago, they did such and such, but it's like, do we really even know that? And just by me questioning that, that would be wrong for me to even question that. Like, that's crazy. Appreciate it, layman. Yeah, for contempt. Mr. Good Citizen say it's dumb to charge him. You're welcome. Appreciate it. All right, let me play the Don Lemon. Let's hear what he got to say, y'all.
And welcome to Lemon Live at 5, except it's Lemon Live at 5 Pacific.
That's so gay. Lemon live at 5. Man. Oh, I'm finna. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Lemon live at 5?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Man, let me stop. Cause see, I feel like I'm getting turned up. I'm not even gonna go. I'm just gonna play it, bro. Oh my
Coast time, Pacific time. Thank you so much for joining this evening
5.
on a Friday. Sorry, I'm 3 hours late for the 5 o'clock show.
So
But
sassy.
I had some things that I had to do today. But in all seriousness, I am fine. I am doing well. And I appreciate all of your love and your support. I really do, more than anything. As a matter of fact, I want to tell you guys, like, I ran into Lemonheads today. There was a gentleman who's a Lemonhead in the courtroom this evening.
Man, if you don't knock it off.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
Nigga, I'm leaving.
With a Don Lemon show hat on, the light blue hat, and he made sure that I saw him and he waved. And so I have a lot of folks to thank, and in no particular order. But the mayor of Los Angeles was there, Karen Bass. I think it was fantastic. By the way, I don't know anything. Like, I have not seen the news. I haven't seen anything. I did not know. I've been getting feedback from everyone about what has happened. I had no idea that all of this turmoil was going on. I just thought, like, it would be. I thought people would report on it, but not to this extent. So thank you guys, and hit the like and hit the thumbs up because it does affect the algorithm, and more people become aware of our conversation and our show. And today is a really important one, and it's important for
Yeah, y'all
our
hit the like button.
democracy and to the Constitution of the United States, and what the amendment that I believe is the bedrock of our democracy, and that is the First Amendment: freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom to peaceably assemble, all of those things. This encapsulates all of that. And I'm glad that, at least to the extent that it has, that people are realizing the critical moment that we're in this country, that our rights are under assault. It may have started with people having their due process rights violated on the streets, violently violated on the streets. But now they're trying to silence journalists, and I will not be silenced. And I think journalists should not be silenced. I think this is a time.
I told y'all what he was gonna do. He loves this shit. Don eating this up. Oh, he thinking. I bet you once he walked out, he thinking, man, my career's finna blow up even more. I'm gonna be a martyr for journalism. I'm gonna keep saying we're gonna put up the good fight. They can't stop us. They arrested me because I'm a journalist. I told y'all what was gonna happen. I told y'all. But that's okay because I'm on the front lines and I'll take the heat. Delta B. Y'all need to stop it.
Time, a very critical time for journalists in this country to stand up to this tyrannical administration. And look, journalists are going to be, I believe they can be the folks that save us. I actually believe that artists will be the people that save us as well. And that's why I'm here in Los Angeles, is to cover the artists who are exercising their freedom of expression rights and creating fantastic music. And so I'll explain to you in a moment what happened, because I was actually covering, I had just been on the red carpet at the Black Music Collective, the Grammy Black Music Collective, and we were talking about the power and the importance of representation in music and Black music. I had just seen Ketanji Brown Jackson. I just waved hello to her as she walked by.
What?
She didn't want to do an interview. I saw, Pharrell and all of the wonderful artists who are contributing to what's good in this country, the very best. But so look, I have been, guys, a journalist for 30 years, if not more. I'm a man of a certain age. I always say old people be knowing. And the only job or profession that is protected in the Constitution, I believe, and in the very First Amendment, is a job that I do. It's a job that I have, and so many journalists around the world. So this is a moment for journalists, I believe, around the world. And I am so grateful to everyone who has voiced their support, who has put out statements, who has reached out to me, who has said, whatever you need financially, whatever support that you need. It has been overwhelming. And I do think right now that people understand that, again, this is a very critical time. And I hope that this continues, and to support not just me. If I can be the catalyst for or the inspiration for people to say, finally, stand up to the powers that be in our government, and also, quite frankly, having come from corporate media for a long time, to stand up to the gatekeepers, the corporations, and say, no, I am not going to bend the knee to this administration. I am not going to put on.
He said he ain't gonna bend the knee.
Stop the cap.
Don, you already bent the knee. You bent over, Don. Come on now. Why is he acting like this? Why is Don acting like this? He's standing up to corporate media, the powers that be. He is really, bro, he is trying to position himself like he's you know, the person everybody needs to look up to now.
Fuck out of here, nigga. All right. What the fuck wrong with you, boy?
Like, nigga, what's wrong with you? You already bent the knee, Don. You bent the knee. You bent the buttocks. You bent the neck. You bent the back. And you took it like a true champion, a true connoisseur of the penile game.
Liars and insurrection deniers and election deniers. I'm not going to give my platform to those people. I'm not going to put people on television and give them a platform, people who come on just to lie and to offend and to insult people. It's insulting to the American people. This is not folly. It's not funny. This is not a game. If you look at any tyranny or any autocracy, any sort of dictatorship, the first thing they do is they get rid of the media. They try to silence the media. Ask Turkey about.
Uh-oh, here you go. Let's hear it, Don. The Gestapo, Nazis, fascists. Let's hear it. Go ahead and throw them out there. Let's cut all the bullshit out. Go straight forward. Look at his mansion that he's in. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at his backyard and shit. This man got a nice place. And he's being suppressed. And the government is coming after him. He live in a freaking mansion. When I tell y'all these people are so much full of shit, you can't even make this shit up. You can't even make this shit up. Dude is crazy for even saying that. Like, open your eyes, people. Look what's really going on.
About that, Erdogan. Ask Iran about that. Ask any country that has lost its way, that has been overtaken by a dictator. They get rid of the press first. And so we need to start standing up. And I got to say that from what I've heard, I haven't had a chance to see it. I've heard that my former colleagues at CNN all came out pretty unanimously, pretty strongly to support me. I understand. I believe that CNN released a statement. I've heard that CNN released a statement. Thank you very much. I have no animus for CNN. I have no animus for anyone, but I tell the truth as about what I see. And I think it's time for all journalists to stand up for each other. So I appreciate that. And at CNN, I worked with the best journalists in the world. So I wish them nothing but the best. But I believe those journalists as well need to stand up to the corporation. They need to tell Warner Brothers Discovery, stop playing and get your hands out of the newsroom. CBS needs to tell Paramount and David Ellison and whatever, get out of our newsroom. Get out of our journalism. Barry Weiss, take your hands off of it. Let the journalists be the journalists. All of them. That goes for every single corporate entity that owns a journalistic organization. Let the journalists be the journalists, because they're going to save our democracy if you just let them do it. The way to stand up to a bully, to a tyrant, is not to bend the knee. It's not to acquiesce. It is to metaphorically punch them right in the nose. And you need to introduce not only Donald Trump and the folks who work for him and his administration, but the corporate overlords and the gatekeepers. You need to introduce them to the word
He was
no.
a part of all of that crap, bro.
All the journalists, they cannot fire you. We were always taught when I
That's
worked in
what's so
corporate media that the
crazy
news
about
is a
this
star.
shit.
That's bullshit. If the news was a star, everybody would have the same ratings. And everybody doesn't have the same ratings. The journalists are the stars. The people who are delivering the news, those are the stars. And the people who do it well, do well, they get the ratings.
Yeah, the people who do it well, like you was the star, Don. You tooted that thing up.
And they get the respect. So
You busted it open. I ain't even.
it is, and actually having come from that, now I understand that what my star quality is, that is being honest and authentic and telling the truth. And I think that's, if everyone did that and they were not afraid, of the powers that be. That's our motto. That's our mission. Just like a doctor, just like a lawyer, what we're supposed to do is hold the powerful to account and do no harm. And if you don't want to do harm to the American
What's up,
people,
Gen
then
X?
stand up for democracy. Stand up for the First Amendment. So thank you so much. CNN journalists, I love you. Dana Bash, thank you. Jake, thank you. Aaron Burnett, thank you to all of the people over at CNN who I like. And thank you to the management and who
What
I
about the
worked
people
with
you
forever
don't
for
like?
putting out a statement. And thank you to the folks on MSNBC. Thank you to Scott
that a bitch?
Galloway and to everyone. I got a funny note from Anthony Scaramucci just a moment ago, and he said, "We were on your show today, but you weren't there. You must have been busy." So I appreciate that humor, Anthony. But for so many people who have come on, look, I just want to tell you that, I also want to thank all of the folks who are, the foreign journalists who are in war zones, it's just everyone. Thank you so much. I mean, my heart I am overwhelmed. I haven't had a chance to read but a few texts from folks. I just got off the phone with my mom for the first time, and
Exactly,
she's
46
worried, and my nieces and my family in Louisiana. And look, I got to thank some people who came to my rescue, and that's my husband, who had my back and who made sure that all of this was that it was handled properly and that my rights were not violated. I want to thank one of my dearest friends in the world and
That was a
my
hell of a
agent,
smack.
Jay
Damn.
Souris, who is there. And
Boy, he smacked them teeth. Woo! He flaming.
So Jay, I love you. Thank you. And Jay's wife, who just cooked me lunch because I haven't eaten for a while. And I want to thank, look, there's so many people. I don't even know how many people. And I don't want to leave anybody out. I'm not trying to leave anybody out. My attorney,
hard.
Abby Lowell, is amazing, who put out this wonderful statement for me. Allison Gallus, who's my PR person, who put out this wonderful statement and created a war room for me and a council and a board of directors, so to speak, a board of advisors for me. So thank you, Allison. And thank you, Jeff Zucker, for saying that you've never been prouder of me. High praise from you, my friend. Thank you.
He said Jeff
and Monique,
Sucker? Is that what he said?
I can't.
Did he say Jeff Sucker?
What the? Oh shit.
Thank you enough for being on the air. I don't know how long you've been on. I heard there were so many people. I heard that was Monique, I think Charles Coleman, and just a whole host of others. Everyone who has reached out. Let me see, Tim. And thank you to the social team, Chris. And by the way, I had just left one of the guys in the social team. We had gone to the Black Music Collective to do the red carpet, to talk to people about the importance of music and the arts in this time that we're in. And then we went to the Spotify to see the new artists who are coming up. And I was so proud of them because they are creating a space in this world. And I got to talk to them and a lot of influencers and a lot of young people. And that's where our future is. So I'm out here not just going to parties to party. I'm out here interviewing people and doing the work as a journalist. That's why I'm here. I'm here to do the Grammy red carpet. That's why I came in, not to, be at fancy parties or whatever, but to celebrate the First Amendment, the freedom of expression. So we'll see. Am I going to do? People have been asking me if am I still going to do the red carpet? I don't know. I'll see. If we can celebrate and promote the First Amendment, then I'll do it. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. And I also want to thank my team. Last but not least, I saved the best for last.
Well, he's talking about his team. He's in a nice house. All while talking about his rights and stuff is being taken away. This is a disgrace. Does that say ass on the wall? What is that? Oh, it says assistant. It says ass right here, right? Man, I swear to God, bro.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Damn. Am I just tripping right now? What is going on? Somebody said, Don the doo-doo diver. Oh. I'm gonna have to get the fuck off of here, man. I swear. I swear to God.
Quite. So, well, I did thank my husband, but I just want to thank my team who just amazing. Thank you, Nikki and Peter and Andy. The best team in streaming. When we started this show, most of us, they hadn't. I think Peter and I were used to doing live because we came from cable news. But I don't know if Andy, you can correct me if I'm wrong, and Nikki were, and we trained ourselves to do this show every single day, live, twice a day, at least 5 days a week, weekdays, and then sometimes on the weekends, and just to do network quality coverage. And you guys are just the best. I am so grateful and so fortunate to have you. And thank you so much. Monique, thank you for being my friend and my confidant and someone I can call on and talk to when I'm in need. Thank you, my former executive producer, Maria Spitz.
Somebody just came in the chat and said, I'm a sellout. What else? He said he wants to thank Peter the most. D. Jordan says, do you support Trump? What does it say? What does it say? What does the title say? No, seriously. D. What does the title say? Now I gotta clean my camera off. Jesus. Now I'm all now I look crazy. Oh my God. What does the title say, D? What does the title say? Let me take the background out for me. What does the title say, D? See, oh my God, the camera it's ruined. I shouldn't even touched it. What does the title say, D? Please tell me. Man, why do I look like that? Now I'm tripping. I wonder if I messed my camera up doing that. But what does that title say? She asked me again, do I support Trump? I can't see it. Your poll is covering it up. Okay, let me tell you what the title says, D. The title says, I'm a black conservative / Trump supporter. So what? That's what it says. That's what it says. You say, I don't like stupidity. It says you're a conservative. So you did see it, but you say you don't like stupidity. But you saw it, but yet you was asking me a question, D. Are you okay? Now she's talking about you can't read. If you paid any attention, I wasn't even reading the comments. I was fooling with my camera. Y'all try to be so funny, and you're not even funny. You're not even funny. You're not even clever. You're not even clever with it at all. Not even close. She said she doesn't like stupidity, but yet she was asking me what was the title. And then said it was covered up, she couldn't read it. But then stated what it said. Okay. Understood. Understood. She said conservative doesn't mean you support Trump. Well, obviously you did read the title. So if you did read the title, it says I'm a black conservative / Trump supporter. This is the same person that said that I can't read. It clearly states that I'm a Trump supporter in the title. In the title. No, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just stating facts. I'm just stating facts just the way that they are. That's it. My bad. I meant just like Trump said, you're a low IQ individual. Very, very low IQ. Very, very, very low. You're very low IQ. You can't. You can't, Gen X.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Vanilla, who reached out, so many people. And then my friends, my very dear friends, who are my chosen family, all the guys, and you know who you are, John and Carrie and Steve and Tarek and Darren, the two Darrens. Who am I missing? Mario and Stefan, Robert and Gunnar. Just all of you guys, thank you so much. And just dear friends and people that I haven't heard from for a long, long time. And I hope I didn't leave anybody out, but thank you so much. I'm going to go back and look at everything. But again, a special thank you to my former colleagues at CNN, because I know that you are the best journalists in the world and that you believe in our country and this democracy. As I said in my statement, I did not, I haven't seen
That's right,
anything. I have
Ralph.
not seen this, but this is a statement that I ran when I left the courthouse today. And I want to play that, and then I'll be back in a second. Here it is. I want to thank everybody for their support. It truly means the world to me. I have no idea what's going on because obviously I haven't seen anything. I have spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those.
Don Lemon couldn't wait to get his ass on this live and play this clip to reiterate the point that he is now a martyr for the liberal left. He went to jail for 10, 15 hours. Now he think that we should all look up to him. Everybody need to look up to Don because he went to jail for a couple of hours. Don went to jail for a couple of hours, and now we should all look up to Don. How stupid is that? So he's gonna be the spokesperson, the face of all of this now, and not what's her name, the good lady, or Mr. Pretty. So he finna push them out the way. Bro, I tell you, Donna, his lemon live at 5.
Power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news.
Wait a minute. Mr. Happy, nothing you say is valid. You don't come over here and tell us anything that we say ain't valid. Nothing you say is valid. All you doing is coming in here hurling insults. Y'all got weak comebacks, weak arguments, can't explain yourself, and you think, oh, I'm just gonna get up here and just say somebody's a closeted gay. Oh, your points are invalid. Nobody listens to you. Yet they've been sitting on her for hours, 2 or 3 hours. I can sit on her for 3 hours. I guarantee you, he'll still be in the comments. I guarantee y'all that is somebody in a wheelchair. You know what? See, y'all keyboard gangsters, y'all probably like cripple and all of that shit. I'm gonna just start calling y'all cripple OGs. I'm gonna just start calling y'all cripple OGs. Cause y'all keyboard gangsters. The reason why y'all probably keyboard gangsters is because you probably can't move. Your legs don't work. Y'all cripple OGs. That's what I'm gonna start calling y'all. Y'all gonna be, from now on, y'all gonna be called cripple OGs.
Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silenced. I look forward to my day in court. Thank you all.
What a
And
great
I reiterate
statement.
those words. I look forward to my day in court, and I look forward to proving my innocence. I believe in my innocence, and I believe in our right, again, to a very free and viable First Amendment. And look, just to all of the reporters who have been targeted and who have gone through this before, I support you and I thank you for your support. Like my colleague over at the Washington Post, whose home was raided and devices were confiscated. We need to stand up for all journalists. So I stand with you, and I humbly bow, and I am grateful for all of your support. Okay. So I am exhausted. I am overwhelmed. I did not get much sleep, but I did get a little sleep, but not much.
He was up
And by the
all
way,
night.
so I'm going to be here. So hit the like, hit the thumbs up, become a member, support independent journalism, support independent journalists, support independent journalists. Become a
Had that
member to
thing
the
tuned up
channel.
all night.
Support all of us who are out here who are trying to tell the truth without fear or favor and without corporate influence. Okay.
Well, only if you're on the left. That's what he forgot to add that little part on there. Because if you're on the right, they hate you. They want you to die. They want all that stuff to happen to you. They want the worst to happen to you. You're not a journalist. I guess he talking about Don. I'm not a journalist, bro. Never said I was. If you're directing that towards me, I never said I was a journalist. Never said I was a journalist. Never wanted to be considered a journalist. Can I even show this clip? This damn TMZ shit? I always think that they take this shit down. I swear. This is PBD. Patrick Bet David. He was on TMZ talking about this whole Don Lemon situation. Do I want to play this? I think I may just do the whole audio thing because they always take that shit down. Oh, you was talking about Don? Okay. It's a battle going on in the comment section. I'm gonna let y'all have it. I bet you I can't fix my camera until I start a new live. That's why it look like that. I used to have my light on. Is it still plugged up? Nah, my shit ain't plugged up. I ain't even got them plugged up. Appreciate it, Salty Spotted Dog. I wonder if I know that person. I know somebody else named Salty Dog, but I think they in the Navy. I don't know if that's the same person. Could be. Uh, let me just let y'all hear it. Let me just let y'all hear it, man.
Why don't we start with your take? Legit arrest or not?
You see, this is concerning to me because we need Don Lemons out there. We don't need to arrest Don Lemons. We need the opposing ideas. And you guys know Don and I are probably not on the same side politically. But then the other side of it is if you think about, we set the precedent that if you want to protest outside, and I watched a lot of this stuff closely at the beginning, it was like maybe Don's just asking a guy questions. And then the clips came out that he was talking to the protesters outside. And then at the end of the clip said, turn it off. I don't want it to be in the camera. And then he said, I never talked to the protesters. I didn't even know what they were doing. He got himself in trouble with this. He should have never done this. He could have just waited for the pastor to come out.
I have covered everything. If I were to cover that protest, my news director said, go cover it, and I didn't go in the church to cover it, I think I would be fired.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Harvey. You've been around the block for a while. Who else, what person at his size, at his level of a name and credibility has done this? Who's done this before?
Everybody.
That has gone
Everybody.
To go into a church?
I have. By the way, I have. First AME Church. I did that.
Okay, so for us, if you look at this and say the following, flip it. So now imagine all of a sudden they say nothing. So this means I'm a 22-year-old YouTuber, citizen journalist. Guess what, guys? The government does nothing. Go in the middle of Joel Osteen protests. Go in the middle of Islam. Go in the middle of House of Prayer. Go in the middle. Create ruckus. Videos are getting viral. We're getting hundreds of thousands of viewership, subscribers, dollars. Is that a good idea?
Yes,
You know what
well,
that
yes.
does?
But hold
It's
on, hold on. No,
chaotic
hold on.
if they
But
do.
Patrick, Yes. we're talking about two different things.
Chaotic.
No, Patrick,
I don't think we are, though.
No, what you just said about people going in and disturbing a church service, that's about the protesters. But we're talking about someone who is covering, as a journalist, the protesters. There's two separate things. We need Don Lemons. We need
them in
Georgia
the
Ford's
streets.
people
We do.
who have opposing views.
But then what's your problem with him going inside the church to chronicle what is going on?
Listen, the lawyer's going to do their jobs. This morning I had Cuomo on the podcast. He's giving the argument on both sides, and I totally get it. He's got good lawyers. The other side's going to make their own argument. We're going to see what's going to happen at the end of the day. There's going to be discovery, a lot of things coming out. I am not a fan of people getting arrested because even when the other side did it to Trump, to O'Keefe, to all these guys, I said, this thing's going to flip. This is not what we want. We don't want to be in a mode of arresting. However, if he's accused of joining the protesters, then going in to create ruckus, asking questions of the pastor in a house of prayer, in a place where people are coming into, worship, if they can make a case, because we don't have another name at his stature that's done this before, if that does, I think he's going to end up being guilty. But the likelihood of that happening is less than 5%. Don's probably not going to, nothing's going to end up happening to Don Lemon. Don's going to walk. It's less than 5-10% chance of anything happening.
You're right, but look at the backdrop here. That you've got now Don Lemon's arrest. You have a Washington Post reporter where they got a search warrant to find out where she was getting sources from, or who were her sources. We have lawsuits against the New York Times, Paramount, ABC. There is a theme.
Valid ones.
Well, we could argue that. But there is a theme here, and the theme is, if you're a journalist, you could get arrested. They could get a search warrant for your home to find out about your sources.
I don't like that.
There is a theme that
Don lied,
ultimately is...
Harvey.
undercutting the First Amendment.
Don lied afterwards. I don't know who he was sitting down with. He was sitting down with the same lady that said she wanted to see somebody get killed. I don't know what the lady's name is. It's not Kara Swisher. It was a
Facts.
different lady. She went viral the day before. He said, I didn't meet these guys. I didn't know what they were doing. If that is what he said, and he kind of got himself in trouble with this. But for us to see journalists getting arrested and all this stuff, I do not want to go in this. This is not good for America. But Don Lemon screwed up here, in my opinion.
So, also, I want to show y'all this. Y'all remember the chick, the rice and bananas chick, Nasra Ahmed? She was arrested, right? Now they talking about this mugshot photo that she got where you don't even see a mark on her head where the bandage was. And she got up there in that conference, that press conference, and put on a big show for everybody. And now we see like that was more than likely it was all bullshit. We knew that at the time, but others act like they didn't know this. But it says Ahmed was one of 16 arrested Thursday in Minneapolis for assaulting, resisting, or impeding federal officers during anti-ICE protests on January 14th and 24th, where protesters vandalized vehicles and injured agents. Court documents describe her approaching ICE agents, hurling an egg, and spitting in an officer's face. The charge carries up to 20 years in prison. She first gained attention after claiming ICE detained her for 2 days, shoved her down, used slurs, and caused a concussion. Though her mugshot shows no bandages, prompting online comments about the industry. Injury, my bad. I said the industry. Yeah, look at this. That's her. What was the need for the bandage? That was like a movie prop. It was a movie prop. It was a movie prop. That shit was a freaking movie prop. She got up there with that band-aid and made up all that bullshit. And then you see the mug shot. And see, this is how they start debunking shit that's going on the left. You gotta let them talk. I'm starting to see what Trump is doing. This is why he didn't jump on that whole Insurrection Act thing. Just let him talk. Just let him talk. Let him go out there, put on the show, and then boom, we'll hit him with the mug shot. Like the guy in the daycare center talking about, damn, we don't really have no money. Why are they coming after us? Somebody broke in here and took our paperwork. He's sitting up there with $5,000 frames on. How the hell can you afford $5,000 frames? This man had on high price eyewear, and he's supposed to be running a daycare. Oh, but he ain't stealing no money from the government. It's all legit, baby. If he can spend that much money on some glasses, just think about what he can spend on other shit. Every time I go get glasses, I'll spend about $400-$500. And that's because I got insurance. But after that, that's it. Even some people wouldn't even spend that much. Some people just get the little cheap ones and go on. But I like the Gucci's and shit. I like all of that shit. But the ones that sit in that little glass case that you can't just touch, that be like fucking 2,000, I ain't even looking at them. Boy, y'all going at it in them comments over there. That's crazy. He said the last liberal woman I got with had a vagina that looked like 2 raw pieces of bologna rolled up. I believe it. Because they free. They can do whatever they want to do. They got the roast beef hanging. When can I get a man? Where the real man at? They got roast beef hanging, bags under their eyes, 3, 4 kids. Talking about what they ain't gonna do for a man. I ain't even gonna get started with that shit. I ain't even gonna get started with that. Gen X say, I'm good with just regular Oakleys. Just something to cover my blue eyes. See, he got his own thing. I got my own thing. But that fool got on $5,000 frame. No walls. Roast beef sandwich meat. I never look at bologna the same. I bet you won't. I bet you can't even eat it. I bet you ain't gonna never go through their Subway and tell them give you put roast beef on your sandwich. You're gonna stay away from that. As soon as he reach in there and grab that roast beef, you know how they and pull it up and they and they lay it on that sandwich, you're gonna I think I'm gonna pass on the roast beef. Let me just get turkey. Let me get a turkey sandwich. 1,000 bodies want $1 million salary. Yeah. Bro, who is these people in this chat? They really going? It's Mr. Happy. Mr. Happy ain't happy. Mr. Happy ain't happy. He got the little paper clip that used to be on the computers giving you assistance and shit. Man, get out of here. I know who that paper clip is. That ain't you. You ain't nowhere near as smart as that paper clip. Appreciate it, salty spotted dog. You ain't nowhere near that. Shit. Man, go on somewhere, man. You ain't smart as that paperclip if you wanted to. His name is Clippy. That was his name? Yeah, Mr. Clippy. I remember that paperclip. Yeah, I said I was gonna come back on here later. But you know how I get, cause I'm starting to I've been sleepy. I've been thinking, no, I shouldn't even be on here. But I did tell him I'm gonna come on here, and I usually say that, and I don't even come back. So I'm sitting over here earlier looking at my computer like, damn, I'm sleepy. But I told him I was gonna come back on there later. So let me get up, let me go get on my computer. And I'm not obligated to do it. And y'all remember earlier when they were saying I was grifting, I was thinking about that. Excuse me. I was thinking about that. And I was like, what am I grifting? I'm not selling anything. I'm not, I don't have no merchandise to sell. I'm not selling you no hoodies, no t-shirts, not selling you no caps. I'm not coming on here promoting no products. I just be talking. And I know he was trolling. I get it. I know somebody gonna say, don't even worry about what he was saying, but still, it's just like people just say anything. I'm grifting on white folks. I know white folks want to hear a black man talk like this. Well, for one, like I say, to grift, you got to be making some money. You got to be selling something. I ain't selling you no Roddy Rod deodorant. I got the Roddy Ride caps. Y'all make sure y'all get them Roddy Ride caps and hoodies. Like, I ain't doing none of that shit. Only thing I've said recently was like, man, people gonna have to start hitting the super chat. That's it. Cause there be so many comments, especially when I do these verticals. But besides that, I don't be asking nobody for nothing. I don't come on here begging. For one, I realize a lot of people ain't gonna support, and that's I'm like, cool, like I'm gonna continue to do this as long as you get ad revenue and things like that. And really, what I've noticed too on these live streams, you don't get nearly as much ad revenue as you do on uploaded videos. Now, you really don't get no ad revenue when it comes to these vertical streams because I don't even think ads pop up for the videos that come through the damn shorts feed. Now, if they was to watch me in the horizontal view and go to my page, the ads will pop up. But in this view, they don't even calculate that. Half the time, I don't even think they calculate the view time. Like, really, they only calculate your view time is once it's able to be replayed. So really on the live, the only way you can even really make some money is super chats. What else? Donations, shit like that. Besides that, you ain't making no money. This really is just getting you more exposure at the end of the day. I've noticed that you just get more exposure because man, sometimes I do these vertical lives, I get 30, 40, 50 subscribers. And that's slow, but hey, what they say, slow money better than no money. Slow money is better than no money. That's why I ain't tripping. Some things come with time. Once I get enough subscribers, then I can have more lives with the horizontal view. Then I'll probably have more people who are willing to super chat. But like this, it's all cool. Sometimes content creators like me, it's just gonna take a while. Shit ain't gonna be overnight. I can't wake up and expect me to have 100,000 subscribers. This shit, I've said this plenty of times. This shit may take me years and years and years. So be it. I've just accepted that, to be honest with you. And I also think that once you put so many videos out there, that they start to kind of recirculate for whatever reason. Because I think I'm starting to get to that point now because if I drop a short or a video, most people they'll comment or whatever within a couple of days of that dropping, and then it won't be nothing else. But now I'm starting to get like old shorts where people are liking them. And I'm like, damn, what's going on? I look up and that's got like 1,000 more likes or 1,000 more views. And it's like an old short or an old video. See? So you get messages from videos you uploaded 9 months ago. See, that's what I'm saying. You start to see that stuff here. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I do want to keep reiterating, I am not a grifter. I am not here to try to get money from people. I'm not here to try to con somebody to play some game because I guess that's what people think. That's the niche, like black conservatives. Oh, those the ones that they next. Cool. But I'm not faking it like some people may be. I'm not doing this just to, oh yeah, man, I heard it's black conservatives. And I'm sitting up here and I'm really a liberal. That ain't me. That ain't me. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really worried about that. People come on, man, you ain't even got that many subscribers. You a bum, you a lame, you this, you that. That's cool. You can't do what I do. You can't be me. You trying to be me, but you can't be me. See, the funny thing about it is I'm being myself, which makes it easy to do what I do. You gotta lie. You gotta put on. You gotta front, which makes it harder for you to do what you want to do because you ain't being true to yourself. If you're a true liberal and that's what you want to do, then do that. It'll be easy for you to make content. But if you're trying to wait for a viral moment or get somewhere where you can latch on to somebody and coattail and clout chase, I don't think it's gonna work for you anyway. And even once you get to a point, you're gonna be like it's all fake because those people really wasn't there because they liked you. See, my thing is once I really get to the point where I want to be, I want it to be with people who genuinely like watching my content. Not because I tricked them into liking my content. Like straight up. Appreciate it, Trigger. Appreciate it, Antona. Anton A. That's what I want. I'd rather for it to be with people who really want to come here. That way you have folks who like, oh yeah, Rod on, let me go check him out. Yes, who I fuck with. Even Mr. B started with only one subscriber. This shit don't get into the millions overnight. That's a fact. And wasn't he like one of the first content creators on like YouTube, Mr. Beast? It just be like that, man. It just be like that. Yeah, Anton A. You're welcome. Appreciate it, football. Yeah, man. Just it is what it is. That's what I think. If you just be true to who you are, man, it's all cool. It's gonna be easy for you. It may be slow, it may take a long time, but that's the best route to go. If you a gamer, don't let nobody trick you off of that. Fire up your console, get online, make your content, sit there and laugh and ha ha and kiki and joke and do that. Don't be like, well, I'm really a gamer, but I want to talk about the wilderness. I'm gonna go out here and fake like I'm an outdoorsman. And somebody gonna peep it. They gonna be like, man, you really ain't an outdoorsman. You don't even know how to start a campfire. You walking the wrong way. You ain't. It's certain little things that they peeping like, this you just faking. You watched a couple of videos and no, don't do that. Don't do that. Cause I was weird, bro. Like me, I was a funny kid in school. I was the funny kid. I used to joke and laugh. And like I'm nowhere near as funny and as joking as I used to be. Because when I graduated my class, I graduated with a class of like 1,000 people. Like literally, I went to a big high school in Texas. I ain't even gonna say that. It was probably like it had to be like 600 or 700, right? And I was the wittiest. I won this shit. I couldn't even believe it. Even my parents was like, "Oh yeah, we knew you was gonna get it," because I was just goofy, right? But as like into my 20s, I had a daughter and shit, and I was thinking, man, I can't be like this no more. You know what I'm saying? And I really kind of lost it, to be honest with you. Like if you had known me back then, then you would be like, okay, this dude is funny. Because people, even to this day, old classmates, people who knew me back when they just laugh. They be like, oh Rod. They start laughing and they want me to be in this mode that they remember me from. And then they see how serious I am. And I just be like, hey man, what's up, man? and they just kind of like they be having this look like you ain't gonna joke. What you ain't gonna. I'm just like, bro, I really want to tell them what they say when if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's what it was. I was stressing about life, trying to take care of my daughter. It was just that little part of me just left. Like I got a little bit of it back. I be joking and playing, but it's nowhere near how it used to be. Just nowhere near it. Like I can't even explain to y'all. Cause even my friends used to talk about these old videos that I used to do. I'm talking, bro, all these skits and stuff that people did. I was doing this shit on the little handheld camcorders. Literally. Like my folks, I wish I could go get. I gotta find these tapes that they got. I got a bunch of them where I was doing skits and all of that, and people they be like, "Bro, you was doing that shit before I even seen that shit online." Lost it. I don't think I could do a skit if I wanted to. I don't. It wouldn't just come natural to me. I would have to sit there and think about it. Oh, this will be funny. That will be funny. Let me do this. Man, I could just wake up and be like, look, hey, I'm finna go out here and do this. Just do something goofy or have a scene. I mean, the whole thing, just like they do now with the scenes and have it set up and mimicking something I seen on TV, doing the having the voiceovers. Like I used to be into computers the way I am now. I'm talking about I used to DJ. I was the first person that I know who had the damn digital turntables, like the ones with the CDs, and you had to have a laptop. And I still got the program over here where you hook up this device to your mixer. It runs back into the computer and it gives it that scratching effect. So I can scratch the CDs like literally and mix them and all, bro. I had a rap group, man. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. I'm gonna get off of here, but I'm gonna show y'all this real quick. I'm gonna show y'all my rap group. I don't even want to play the song. I'm so embarrassed because I was like a kid then. But I'm gonna show y'all. I was 18. I'm gonna show y'all my truck. My friend, me and my friend, we was DJing, doing all this shit, and we had a truck. Look, there go me right there. I had my truck. This shit funny than a bitch. Somebody, I don't want y'all to. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. Can y'all see that? That's when I was on my other shit. Y'all see me right there with the black shirt? Then my partners, we was rapping and shit. Like I made all of this shit, bro. I did all of this shit. This like 20 some years ago. Let me show y'all. That's my truck right there. That was my truck back then. Like I used to be, bro. When I tell y'all I was a criminal, I ain't bullshitting with y'all. I used to be into some shit. See now that truck, that's a 1994 Chevy Silverado with the 350 motor in that bitch, step side, 26-inch rims. I had the interior redone. It was black and gray ostrich seats. Like straight up. Man, my partner, he had his car done at the same time. Let me see if I can find it. This is his car. Cause you know how we do in Texas. You got the pop trunk with the Lamborghini doors. That's a egg-shaped Crown Victoria. He had the 24s. Like I'm telling y'all, look, bro. Longview, Texas. That's the pop trunk. Y'all don't know nothing about pop trunk till you come to Texas. No, y'all don't know nothing about no pop trunk. Shit. People don't know nothing about no pop trunk. But yeah, man, I know I'm just rambling, man. I'm just rambling. But let me get off here because there really ain't nothing else to talk about. I just wanted to get that little part off my chest, man. That's all. That's all I wanted to do. Get that off my chest. So I know I'm finna end it for some of y'all because y'all going at it in the comments. I know y'all going at it in the comments. So shit. But yeah, I gotta end the show. I'm finna go to bed. I'm tired. I've been ripping and running all day. I drove to Dallas and came back for absolutely no reason because I was women problems. That's all I'm gonna say. Women problems. But let me get out of here. So I appreciate everybody coming through. I appreciate y'all checking out the video. I'm gonna try to do better next time. I gave y'all a good show earlier, so y'all don't treat me too badly. I think I did pretty good this morning when I did my other show. But yeah, let me catch y'all tomorrow. Hopefully. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. And peace. Good night.